After seeing Starfield Direct, I started having a theory about why star types are going to be playing a major role in where the resources and, more importantly, where life is located in Starfield. In the Starfield Direct trailer, they talked about how they studied NASA data and other sources of data to really be able to take it and put it into Starfield in a realistic way, in order to generate resources on planets and generate, life on planets based on, Goldilocks zones and stuff like that. But before we get into that, here's a quick rundown on the main sequence stars and why I think it's going to play a major role in Starfield and where resources and, more importantly, where life is. Now, we got 7 types of main sequence stars ranging from the hottest to the coolest. I'm going to start with O, B, and A. Those are the blue type stars, ranging from O, which is the biggest and the hottest, and it has a short lifetime. It also puts out a lot of UV radiation, kind of inhospitable for life or advanced life to grow. B, a little bit smaller, a little bit warmer, has a large habitable zone, but it has a short lifetime, so it's not exactly the best for advanced life to form. And then you got A, which also has a large habitable zone, but also a short lifespan for life to grow. And the other thing about the O, B, and A stars is they're extremely rare. Altogether, the O, B, and A's equal about 1% of the visible stars in our galaxy that we know about. So not only are they extremely rare, they have a short life, and O, the biggest one of the blue type stars, puts out a lot of radiation that'd be really harmful for life to try to grow there. About halfway down the list of main sequence stars, we got F and G, and let's start with F. F is like a hot white star, but nothing quite like an A type. Definitely cooler, but almost as rare. They're about 2% of the stars in our galaxy we know about are F-type. And we did see an F-type star in the Starfield Direct trailer with Parima. Parima star is an F-type, and we do know that in Parima there is, some kind of outpost or civilization or town in that system. So we do know it can support advanced life. And then also in the Starfield Direct trailer, we saw a couple of G-class stars and Vol. The next place you go after looking at Parima in the Starfield Direct trailer is a G-type star, and also Alpha Centauri, where New Atlantis is also a G-type star. And as I mentioned before, our star here in the Sol system is a G-type star, and those they're rare. The G-type stars, they're about 3.5 to 4% of the stars we know about in our galaxy. They have a good heat, decent Goldilocks zone, and they have a decent lifespan, but not as much as the ones we're going to get into. And the next two I want to get into are the K and the M dwarf type stars. Now I'm going to start with the M. It is cooler star, but it does make up 80% of the stars in our galaxy that we know about. It's cooler. It has a really long life. It has the longest life out of all of them. But it also puts out all kinds of radiation, and it puts out all kinds of harmful, like plasma, and just spews all kinds of stuff out on anything close enough, to be in its habitable zone. Is probably going to get hit with all kinds of volcanic bursts from, the surface of the sun there. But the K type makes up 8% of the stars that we see. They put out about 25 times more radiation than our type of sun, the G-type sun here in Sol. But compared to like the M class, that puts out like 100 to 100,000 more X-ray radiation out than K class does. So right there, if you rule out the M-type dwarf star, that's about 80% of stars ruled out to go look at. And then between O, B, and A, that's about 1% of stars. So I think the sweet spot is going to be F, G, and K. And if they're applying that data into the game in a realistic manner, and based off what we saw in Starfield Direct with the F and the G stars so far that we saw, any kind of civilization, it was by an F or a G type star. And then also, I went through Starfield Direct, and every single planet that had any kind of fauna on it all had like a white to like an orange glow on them. I couldn't find anything with like a blue glow to it or anything like that. And it could be like atmospheric effect as well, but I really do think that there's, you're going to be looking for F, G, and K type stars for life, for any kind of advanced life, or any of the settlements or anything like that. Those are the stars you're going to want to look at, are the F, G, and K, and that makes up about 12 to 15% of the stars in our galaxy. And if you want to rule out stars outside of the Goldilocks zone or other things like that, that's about 10%, like they said in the Starfield Direct trailer. Now, I'm not saying you won't find any around like a B or an A type star, but they are so rare. You're probably not going to, but we do know about like Sirius, which is an A-type star, one of the ones that we know about, and I don't know if there's going to be life there, but I'm definitely going to be checking it out to test my theory out. And that's why I think star type is probably going to be important in Starfield, whether or not you're trying to find advanced life forms or certain kinds of resources. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know if I missed anything in the comments. I'm going to link a couple articles I read to help me with this in the description if you guys want to take a look. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.